Hi everyone, welcome to the Whiteleyverse with me, Connor Whiteley, for another daily story with a chapter from one of my novellas. Before I start today's chapter, please remember to like, comment and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new content, and the engagement really helps the Whiteleyverse with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you want to buy this book and any of my other fiction, then they're all available from all major ebook retailers. You can order the paperback and hardback copies from Amazon, your local bookstore and local library if you requested. Also, if you want the AI generated audiobook, then you can get it from selected audiobook platforms and library systems like Kobo, Spotify, Barnes & Noble, Google Play, Baker & Taylor, Biblioteca and Overdrive. Now, here's today's chapter. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did writing it.
Chapter 1. The 10th of March 2023. Outskirts of Oxford, England. Finn Richards was so excited as he sat down the last of his large plastic boxes in the middle of the cold, dark brown wooden floor in his new living room. He had only bought the place a few weeks ago with his two best friends as they wanted to start living, working, and enjoying Oxford. And Finn was just so glad he was finally moving in. After so long of dreaming, wanting and lusting to be in Oxford, the city of dreaming spires, he was finally going to live here. Just like he had always wanted, ever since he was a little kid. Finn just grinned as he looked at the four large bare white walls around him. Sure, the walls right now didn't look very attractive, but there was so much amazing potential, or maybe that was his undergrad degree in interior design talking, but walls were canvases, to be honest. Finn loved nothing more than crafted perfect rooms, perfect spaces and perfect places that really did reflect the people that lived in them. Finn went over to the large floor-to-ceiling window that stretched along one side of the living room, and smiled as his two best friends and all their parents finished unloading their cars. The three black SUVs on the drive probably made it look like a cottage belonging to mobsters, but Finn didn't care. Not only because there were so few people living on this main stretch of road that went straight into the heart of Oxford, but because this was his home and he loved it. The air still had the nice new smell with hints of floor wax, vanish, and a few other subtle chemicals because the estate agent had promised the house would be professionally cleaned before they moved in. Finn didn't mind at all, considering the extreme estate agent fees he had to pay. He liked hearing his friends and family laugh, chat, and make jokes about all the guys and girls they were going to have over here. And Finn definitely couldn't deny that would be nice, but he had known Joanna and Eli for over a decade, and he knew the chance of any of them getting boys or girls back to the house was tiny. But not impossible. As Joanna came in, wearing her long black hoodie and tracksuit bottoms, not that she knew how to exercise despite her slim figure, with two plastic boxes stacked on top of each other, Finn took the first one and almost died at the sheer weight of it all. Then he realized this was carrying her extreme library of books, and Finn was determined to find a great bookshelf or case for her. In his experience, it was always the little things that helped him to show how much his friends meant to him. Eli just walked in with nothing, and Finn laughed because it was so like Eli not to carry his own luggage and boxes. And a few moments later, Eli's mom and dad stumbled in, wearing matching black coats with a few boxes each. "You spoil him too much," Finn said. "Sadly we do," his dad said, straining under the weight of the boxes. Finn helped Eli's mom and dad with the boxes, and as Joanna's parents and Finn's own parents joined them, he had to admit, they had shitlots of plastic boxes in the middle of the living room, and he wasn't sure the cottage was big enough for everything. He really hoped it was. "This is so exciting," Joanna shouted, and Finn hugged his two best friends. They had lived together at university for the past 3 years, and he couldn't wait to live with them for even longer. They were brilliant people to live with, they didn't judge him for being gay, and they had no problem with him bringing guys back to spend the night. Something he was really grateful for. Finn's mother hugged him. "I'm so proud of you, and if you need anything, make sure you call me. And just call me once a week anyway." Finn kissed his mother on the cheek and hugged his dad tight. "I will. I love you both, and thanks for helping us today." "We love you too," all the parents said to all of them as they headed back to their cars. Finn had wanted them to stay the night and they could go out for dinner together in Oxford, but there were a ton of accidents on the roads, so it was going to take long enough to get home as it was. And the incoming storms weren't exactly going to help matters. Should we, start unpacking? Finn asked, opening a box of their cooking stuff. He noticed a few pots and pans with some flowery designs on, so they had to belong to Joanna. Eli came over and hugged him, and made Joanna join into the hug too. This is going to be brilliant. Living again with my besties in a brand new city. This is going to be fun, Finn said, getting out some of the pots and pans so he could take stock of what they had and needed to buy in Oxford. And I have some news, Joanna said. I got an email from that job agency, and they're confirmed I'm working that University of Oxford function tonight. Finn smiled at Joanna. That was brilliant news, and it was good to know that silly job agency that helped to get new people to the city part-time jobs was actually working. He took out his phone and was surprised that he too had been accepted for the party tonight. Finn stood up perfectly straight and just looked at the mountain of plastic boxes in front of him. Somewhere in that mountain was his black suit and tie for formal occasions, and now he just needed to find it before tonight. Not an easy job at all.
Welcome back everyone, it's me again, Connor Whiteley. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's story, because I flat out love writing, creating stories and sharing them with you. If you really enjoyed today's story, then please remember to like, comment and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new content, and the engagement really helps the Whiteleyverse with the YouTube algorithms. And if you want to buy this short story or any of my other fiction, then they're available from all major ebook retailers, and you can get them from your local library if you requested, and you can order the paperback copies from Amazon, your local bookstore or local library if you request it. Lastly, if you want to support the channel or on a one-off basis, then you can now buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Connor Whiteley. Also, if you know anyone who would enjoy today's story, then please share it with them. I'm always really grateful when you wonderful people help spread the word about the channel. So, thanks for watching the Whiteleyverse, and I'll see you again soon. Have a great day, everyone.